Ascension timeline has been secured. And now is a time where we can reflect on the journey that we went through to secure the Ascension timeline, also known as the rapture. And a lot of people are going through a feeling, not just myself. And I want to leave this message that it will be documentation, documentation of what happens when your heart chakra opens. And I'll be discussing my personal journey today. It's going to be story time with Uncle Mike. And you know, I'm able to do this however it comes out. It comes out. But you know, I could expose myself under these circumstances so that we all have the evidence of certain things, like a heart chakra opening that is happening across the world right now. And this is a story of proof of God. And we're all, you know, really experiencing at a very high rate that we have a knowing in the past few weeks that we have secured the Ascension timeline. And, you know, I went on the longest road to greatness was something that I shared. So many people here today. Please hit the like button if you just joined us. It's my honor to share my story with you. And it's so overwhelming to see the proof of God and to reflect on my life and the things that I have gone through, not only in the past year, but, you know, we kind of went on a journey in the past, you know, 4 years, probably a little bit longer, and putting your vocation first, putting everything that you had into your true ascension. You put everything, you have to put your ascension first. You put everything into that, and everything else is second to your ascension. And now that God works, I'm watching how all of these little parts, little puzzle pieces fit together. When you see the bigger picture in the future, we go through times. I went through a very difficult time. And when we're in that time period, we don't, it's hard. We have anxiety, we have fear. We don't know what the heck's going on. But as I shared, God knows you and your journey better than you know it yourself. And reflecting on the people of our lives and the situations, the events of our lives, it's so overwhelming. I went through a phase where I had to make the mission the top priority. And there was a time period where I had to be the high commander because I knew people were counting on me, and there was no way on God's green earth that I was not going to complete this mission. There was no way on God's green earth that I was not going to complete this mission. So I went through a time period. I had to close everything down. And with that, we have our energies in the body. The heart had to close so I can get this done. So I don't have to be Mother Bird Mike anymore. I don't have to be Mother. I talked about Mother Bird Mike. I had to give birth, right? Go see how a mother bird acts when you go near the eggs, right? I was Mother Bird Mike, and And a lot of you know the trials, the tribulations, the things that I had to overcome. And I had every part of my life destroyed. But the things that my father instilled in me, there was no way that I wasn't going to get this done. There was no way. Lion Teach, I appreciate you very much. Thank you so much. There was no way that I was not going to get this done. So I went through a time period in the year of 2023, and they say, people that resonate with this mission, they say when you're about to level up, there will be a wave, and I was attacked and had my life destroyed in every last aspect. And in divine timing, going through this, anchoring in the timeline for other people, I had to get myself into a mode. And that season, a lot of you know, in the past few weeks, you could sense it. We have anchored in the Ascension timeline, and that season is over. The ultimate goal is what I had to show people. Golden Aura, thank you for that. The ultimate goal is to know thyself. And that's where we're headed. And we don't bow down to anyone, and that's why you will be tested. And we all were tested so we could anchor in this timeline, so we could get our people through the frequency shift, the rapture, if you will. I reflect on my whole journey. So I have been very in a mode, and when you feel your heart open again, I guess I went through, my journey is different than other people, and you might be a leader and you might go through, it's not just a straight line. So I might have gone through this in the past, but I had to go into another season, and I needed to focus like a laser beam, with laser pinpoint accuracy, if you will. I had to focus with laser pinpoint accuracy. And, you don't really feel much. And in the past few days, and I'm going to share the story, and that's why this is a documentary as well. So you could see the ascension process and proof of God. And with the divine moments in the past couple of weeks and what's about to happen as well, I see the bigger picture. You don't see this at first glance. You don't see it at first glance. So now I see the bigger picture. And when you survive, you're put in a situation. I was put in a situation, and I overcame everything. I overcame everything by myself and with God. And that was it. And over the course of the time, you will see strangers come in, but they've always been coming in with a royal family. And I see things, and I'm able to feel love, to mourn certain things I never had a chance to mourn, to reflect on things that I say, wow, it's such an amazing thing. Alexandria, thank you so much. God bless. Keep positive. Shine your inner light. The path for others to follow. I appreciate you. Just really like thinking about my life and how special it is, the journey that I've been on, how special my life was, and loving all of the events, and I'm gonna, me, I keep it at 100. Loving the events, which sounds weird. Han, thank you so much for that, Han. loving the events, loving all of my experiences that I had. And it's very powerful to go back and think about where I was, and being in a position. It's hard to leave when you're in that matrix world, and I was in that matrix world. It's hard to leave, and then you just go on your journey. And I went through many things, but now I get to reflect on the good things. Like, even though it seems so silly, and you're starting to pick up that there's more to life. I always talk about surface level reality or baseline reality. There's something going on that's more than at the surface level. Stephanie, thank you so much. Love you bunches. I appreciate that. Thinking about when I first, going through a process and just random things that I had to keep going, because I knew intuitively that this was the mission, and I had to keep going. And I never really had an opportunity to really just like sit back and really embrace. Now, we have completed the mission, and the Ascension timeline is secure. I think of times, like there was a time, I was making it to Florida, and seeing palm trees, and like all these little things, like this embracing a time period when didn't have much, not understanding what's going to happen next, and just renting a small room with someone, and an old house down the block from the beach, and like random things, like I grew up in the city. And being in this place that is like vacation, and like going to Walgreens, right? Going to Walgreens and look at all these beautiful palm trees. The beach is right there. There's Walgreens, and this is everyday life stuff. And it's like everyday life stuff, but it was so it just was so like magical, I guess, if you will. The funny thing about me, I don't care about like all the prestigious matrix things, but it's just the energy of people, and just the regular stuff, because that stuff that they show you on the TV, the tricks of the matrix, they don't last every single day. It's about your everyday life. So I reflect on a lot of times that were really great times, and I never really got to really cherish them. Now I can. The work is done. It will always be. And then I went into a time period where every aspect of my life, I thought I made it, but I had to see a bigger picture, and I had my life destroyed. And that's where you have a choice. I was given a choice. And I never flinched. I never flinched. And sometimes we have to lose everything in order to gain what we truthfully came here for. We came here for a mission. We came here for legacy. And I see more and more, because now I'm able to see a lot more. Remember that you have to be in a situation. That's why we want to be on this. We made this timeline anchored. We have this timeline because every person can't live, and everyone has traumas. Everyone has anxieties, and it makes it almost impossible in the old world. It makes it almost impossible for people to be together with all that craziness that was going on. Lucky Rose 13, I appreciate you. You deserve the best. You do so much for others. Many blessings. I appreciate you. And that's what, the lesson really is about. No person, no job, nothing can save you. You must reach a place where you save yourself, where you do everything yourself, and you come back to God. It's the only way. Okay, so please smash the like button if that resonates with you. Please, I appreciate everyone being here. It's an important message. And I'm going to explain. A lot of people are new to the channel, but this is a documentary, this channel. And you'll see over the next few weeks how powerful this is. Everything at that time period, they say, it comes in as a wave. And a lot of you might go on this journey. And all of a sudden, you go through a time period that is very rocky. You get it from all ends. You get it from all ends. And you don't even have a chance to catch your breath. And everything happened so fast at the time. But I had to shut all my doors. I had to go deep into the wilderness with God, because this mission, this anchoring of the timeline, some people that are on get this. There was nothing more important than that. And we're starting to learn more and more that we've been doing this for all eternity. We're learning more about ourselves and our soul's essence. There was nothing. There was absolutely nothing. It was laser focus, and sometimes we have to have certain real life lessons. We can't learn things in a book. We can only learn them by living out our everyday lives. This will be the greatest documentary ever. No, it's really true. So it's really, for me, it is, it's very overwhelming to just look at my life, look at what a lot of things were, it was times of hardship, times of misery, times of being alone. The only one. But that's where you are now changed forever when you go through the wilderness. When you go through the wilderness, right? We all did that. We all took a piece of the timeline. We put the timeline in there, but we did this. And what we're seeing in the world was evolution and de-evolution. Evolution of oneself is knowing thyself, actually becoming more unique. De-evolution is becoming fragmented and just kind of going into that hive mind. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. If you get anything from this, be yourself. Know thyself. I know thyself. That's what, once you reach that, there's a place in the heart. Once you reach that, and again, we still love people. We want people to be part of our lives. It's not a phrase, just to be alone forever. But everyone, once you are totally powered up, once your cup is filled up first, let me take a little bit of water here. The cup is filled up. Then you could connect with other people. So that's why your ascension, quote unquote, has to come first before anything else. And I start to see how all these puzzle pieces are coming together. It really is, now you are going to have to survive it. That which shall survive. You could write it down, everyone. That which shall survive. It is very hard. The things But I can turn back around now and look at those things because now I'm seeing everything play out, and I'm not here today you have to do it yourself. You have to do it yourself. You can't latch on to someone else. You can't, say this job is going to, you can't, you have to do it yourself. Once we have all done it, we are now on the other timeline, and now we could come back together. Does this make sense? I hope it makes sense to people. Let me know in the comments, right? So it's the individual. See, God gave me the message. You got to restore balance. You got to restore alignment. And a lot of things are not, the way it should be. It's taken the wrong way. You got to go by yourself. You got to work it all out, which is part of tomorrow. Don't go anywhere. And then after we all do this, we've changed our frequency. We've done all the work. We've done all these things. We are ironclad. We have ascended. Now we could come back together. Absolutely. Hit the 555s. We're in the 5D now. We're in the 5D. And if you are feeling this heart opening right now, it is. So I know that I could not do, there's a time for this and a time for that. Okay, so there was a season that I needed to really gotta get real deep. Life is a series of choices that we make that reveal our content of character. I made free will choices. I complete every mission. Mission complete. We all make free will choices over the course of our lives. And those choices are for the collective as well. It's not only for you, but that's how we're coming back together. We have to go through these things. And if we don't go through these things, we just sit there at that level. So, I love people. I see this in the channel in everyday life. And this is the phrase, if you take anything from this experience, you will find yourself alone, because most people, when I look around, right? And again, we are getting to that place. Nobody has the guts to keep up with me. I just keep going. You level up. And if someone doesn't want to rise up with you, and then you got another group of people. And then you're rising up. And they don't want to go up with you. And then you're rising up. And I even see this within the channel. People come and people go. Right? Remember that? People come and people go. The number one relationship that you have to have is with yourself. And then everything else follows. And then if people want to, take the ascension journey with you, if they want to keep going with you, then they're going to catch up to you. But on my journey, I got to keep going. I got to keep going. I never stopped. The lessons that we get from God. Sometimes, we have to be tough on others. It's not that we don't love people. You got to keep going. A lot of you are getting this message. You knew the importance of this timeline. You knew the importance of this frequency split, the rapture. You knew it. You have to keep going. Everyone, 1,000 people, write in the comments, keep going. This is the heart chakra activation. So when we're going through this, we're doing it live. Who else does this, right? You know, you might have gone through a time period where you had to put up the armory, and then all of a sudden the heart opens up, and then holy shift, you start crying for days. There's days going on right now. All of a sudden you feel everything again. You process all the things. You look at things from a different lens, if you will. So it is very powerful. And these are the things, you know, whether you're a guy or a girl, and you know, you always read about, oh, you have a heart chakra activation, you have a heart opening. This is what it is. So you know, all of a sudden, we went through a lot of stuff, and we had to go through a tough period. It's like now we are coming home from war, if you will. And this was the Ascension. The Ascension Wars, the Timeline Wars, whatever you want to call them. It's the frequencies. We're not, and we don't want to keep going back and forth. So there was a lot of tethering going on for a period of time. As I shared, it's like picking up 2 radio stations. It could drive you mad. I thought we were done. I thought, what is this? Now it's another thing. Jessica Heyman, thank you so much for that. The Last Sherpa, thank you so much. Brother, keep the tears and the emotion hidden. Yeah. Sometimes we have to let them out, though. So what is emotion? It's energy in motion. So we want to not hold it in. I learned this very, very strongly. I learned it very strongly. If you hold too much in, your liver, your gut, your insides will you know, not have the best vibrational frequency, if you will. Now I can sit here today. I have I rebuilt everything. Rebuilt my body, my health, my wellness, my vocation, my mission, and the foundation is solid. It's rock solid, baby. It's rock solid, you know. So these are the lessons that we take with us. And there's a bigger story, not beyond this live stream. If you are new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. Not only is it grateful for this movement, but over the next few weeks, you will see this all play out. Maybe you have been here the whole time. Maybe you went away and you came back. Maybe you just found this. But I wanted to create something that has never been done before and birth this into the world. And now we finally have given birth. Now we don't have to be the way that we were. And I'm here to tell you this. It's what my Nana taught me as a boy. There's a time for this and a time for that. There's a time to be strong. There's a time to start swinging for the fences. And I know on my journey, and a lot of people are understanding this, I had to have zero tolerance. And maybe, you know, I was short with people, or, you know, I was very quick. You know, I love everyone, and I hope you all know that, and I hope you understand the commander's journey. Because all people will go through a time period. You're going to have to anchor down. You're going to have to go into the wilderness. You're going to have to cut everything out. You're going to have to realize you could only keep going. You got to cut it all out. You got to stay focused, laser pinpoint accuracy. And then when you come all the way through, no one could ever take it away from you. We are on the brand new timeline. Okay, I told you, the beginning of the year, new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Brand new time, it's still there. Brand new time. Everyone's, thousands of people are writing in the comments right now. Brand new timeline. I keep my word. I keep the receipts. And I want to give real life evidence to the true ascension journey. And I want to give real life evidence for the proof of God. That's what it is. That's what this is. Okay? Today we give birth. We all have seasons. God works in seasons and cycles. Once you have one thing, you're going to have this one thing, Light Warriors. Pay attention. And stay tuned. You're going to have this one thing. You're going to have to ask yourself this one question. This one thing. This one thing. Everything follows this. You want to have abundance? You want to have the life you would live? You want to have the love in your life? The people, the things, the situations, whatever it is, there is only one thing that you need. You're going to see all these people. They're going to say all this other stuff about ascension. There is absolutely one thing that you need. That's the one thing that I've learned. It doesn't change. It'll never change. And I will share that tomorrow. Just like divine timing. And you'll all see how these puzzle pieces fit together. At the completion of that video, everything opened. And I knew my mission was complete. Now we go on to a different mission now. We go on, I told you, we go on missions on this channel. Hit the subscribe button. We go on tons of missions. You want to go on missions together? You want to go on missions? So we are on a brand new timeline. And I know that season that I had to go through, it was for there's a reason for your season. And we could appreciate all the things. And you could sit there and you could say, and it's very strange how this plays out. It's very strange how this plays out. But you could turn around. You look at that. You remember the experience. You remember the event. And you have a love for it. And you sit there and you say, wow, that was my everyday life. That was mine. We all have a unique journey in life. And it's my honor to share my journey with all of you. And real life evidence as well. I went through a time period to complete a mission. And I had to do hard things. We do the hard things in life. And when we do the hard things, then that's where the change happens. That's where the legacy comes. Because then everyone else, if it was easy, everyone would do it kind of thing. We look at our lives from the future and we turn around and we think about, wow, remember that time? Wow. Remember that person? Wow. Remember that event? We have anchored in the Ascension timeline. The mission is complete. The heart has opened once again. This is the journey of our everyday lives, and so it is. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because when we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. This is our journey. Let's improve physically, mentally, and spiritually. Let's get back into balance. Let's get back into alignment. Let's be the greatest version of ourselves. I love each and every one of you. We have a very powerful video tomorrow and every day moving forward. Daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern time to help you become the greatest version of yourself. So please take the time to like this video. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. It's really about the people. It's really about the family. And we are the royal family, right? We are the royal family. And we're all, we're remembering each other. We're remembering who we are. We're getting back together. We're bringing the family back. It's such a powerful opening that has happened right now. And knowing, relax, you're already here. And we did it. And we did it. So it's really it's been a powerful couple weeks, and it's segueing into more powerful upcoming weeks. 2024, 888, the year of abundance. 8. It's your abundance. The abundance is coming in. The abundance is coming in. Let's have an abundance of love. Let's have an abundance of love. So I'm very grateful for all the experiences that I've had, and it's my honor to keep it at 100 for all of you, so you could see the seasons that we have to go through. And if you have a bigger role in this, and again, there's no right or wrong to this, it's what we kind of signed up for, and but you might have to go through a long season. You might have to go through a long season. But in the end, it's preparing you for greatness. It's the greatness. I love you all. Please share. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment. Do you feel the heart opening like never before? Go to the playlist on the channel page, and you can watch all of the previous videos. It'll catch you up to date. It's a powerful journey, and it's my honor to share my everyday life journey with all of you. If you played a role in my journey at any time, I love you. We're all just characters. We're just playing out our roles, and there are people. It's really amazing the love that God has for us, and the love that people have for each and every one of you. And sometimes we have to sit alone and kind of process it all, work it all out. And then we made it onto the brand new timeline. The Ascension timeline has been anchored in. The hearts are open. Let's go, Light Warriors. Let's go. I love you all. Take care. Bye for now.